Do you want to learn something? Well, you've come to the wrong show, because this is the after show. You might forget things. Welcome to I Don't Know About That After Show. Richard Jones.
Welcome to Patreon. If you're not Patreon, you're Patreon.
Whoa.
They're going to say Patreon.
Yeah, I did too.
right.
Yeah, no, but that's for another podcast. I was saving that up for when I've run out of ideas because that's the obvious one. I'm going to use up all the ones that.
When we hit the Patreon, that is the last episode.
And that's how I'm going to sign off. Patreon.
Oh, they're going to say goodbye, Australia.
Yeah. All right,
That sounds really sad.
One day when the nuclear war happens and Australia blows up, that'll be the saddest good night Australia ever.
Goodbye, Australia. It's been fun.
So big week in show business. We've launched the Milky Bar audio books. So do you guys know what I did about this?
I saw your Instagram post, but I didn't.
You just
I don't
said
know
a
what
word.
it is.
I don't know what
So
you're talking
I
about.
did.
Milky Mole.
I got employed to do these. It's an interesting. Here, put
Milky
the
More.
filler of him up in the sunglasses.
Milky
there.
More. Milky More.
There he is. That's Milky.
Wow.
Is that DJ?
No, so what? So who Milky is? Milky's a lad from Goulburn, Australia, which is a small town which has a big marina, a big sheep as you drive in, and also the police academy. That's all it's got.
Why does half of Australia look like that guy?
Okay, well, because that's you bloody hell, you're racist.
It's not a race. You're not a race.
You're nationalist or something. You're bigoted. You're definitely bigoted. Anyway,
It's not a bigot.
right? You're saying half of them look like that. You didn't say it in an enjoyable way. He's just a bloke trying to find his way through the world like the rest of us.
I love
You
Australia
say
and
they look
Australians.
like they're about to have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a fun group.
I said I love Australians. I've told you all along. You guys are the if there was a white Caribbean island, you guys would be it.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that's what we are.
It's a compliment. It's a compliment. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just in the wrong part of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this guy, he went to his ATM and he went and withdrew some money, and then his overdraft was full. He had no money in the account, but he withdrew more than he thought he could. So he did it again. Then he did it again. Then he did it again. Then he did it again. Over the course of a couple of years, he withdrew over $2 million. He spent it on prostitutes, strippers, sports cars.
Nice.
He bought an Aston
He
Martin.
didn't buy a house.
No. He went up to the Gold Coast, which is like the Miami of Australia, where this behavior is applauded. And
Hey, now that's bigoted. I'm from Miami.
yeah, and he had a great time. And then he went to prison. Then he got himself a law degree, and he got out and he defended himself, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a podcast. I think you have to buy it. It's on Audible.
It's the outrageous true story of Milky Bar on Audible.
Audible. I said that wrong many times. Anyway, so I do this thing. Now, I had to do a press day yesterday, which was 6 hours.
Jim spent all day here.
All day here. Jack seemed so happy about it.
It was fun.
Anyway, so
I saw Jack posted on his Instagram story, like, look, we used my room as a set. So you're doing press and there's a Grateful Dead poster
Yeah.
behind you. One of your favorite bands of all time.
Look, to be fair, I had 2 babies in my house at the moment. Not
Oh,
a great
yeah, it's
place
fine.
to
It's
do
just
press.
funny.
Oh,
It's
and
just
his
funny.
Wi-Fi is bad, so we had to do it here.
Oh, my Wi-Fi is
actually.
good now. We fixed the Wi-Fi.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
you said his wife was bad. I was like, Jesus.
Anyway, so we have this. We had to do this press. Mind you, I have a TV show, a sitcom. Bring out a special. I can't get Australia to do 5 minutes of radio with me. All of a sudden, I'm doing something else. I'm booked up for a fucking 6-hour block, right? So I do everything. I do every radio station. I do every morning show, all this type of stuff. A lot of the questions were like, so when you wrote this line about Jack and the Beanstalk or something like that, and I just had to go, I didn't write this. I was literally just a bloke who was hired to read some shit off a paper.
Like, I'm going, what drew you to this story?
Yeah, what drew you to this story? They asked me
Like
if
money.
Yeah. They asked me if I wanted. I thought it was an interesting story. I had a bit of free time. I did it, right?
Was this a pandemic project? No, I would have done it anytime.
Yeah, I just, hey, look, anyone who wants to employ me, you can. Right?
You should have started lying.
Yeah, I'm ready to work, right?
His lie answers got better and better throughout the day because all the questions he received were the same.
Oh, I got so good. I just started bullshitting. I got a great quote. There's a quote that's going to be in every single fucking thing because I figured out. I go, it's a Robin Hood story. He stole from the rich and gave to the poor. It just so happened that the poor was him.
Was this like really a famous story in Australia? Like,
No, but a few years ago, and I said this in every fucking interview as well. I had a few meetings, maybe at least three, with Liam Hemsworth about writing this movie. There was just an article about.
I can't believe it's not a movie. Yeah.
Well, you know
working
how
on it.
long these things take to get off the ground. Fucking hell, we're just about to hear about Vietnam. Like it's anyway. So.
Can't wait till they make those movies.
So anyway, I was well versed in the story. But anyway, now I interviewed him in Australia. So every time I finish this project, they go, "Do you want to do a little bit more?" And I said, "Sure." "Do you want to do some press?" I go, "Sure." So I think we're done with the project. I hope people listen to it. It is a fun catch me if you can type of thing. It's worth listening to.
Wait, do you not want to give it away? If he gets away with it or not? Or?
You can read our articles online. You can find out what happens.
Because I had a friend in
I gave it away in several interviews. I put spoilers everywhere.
Well, they kept asking. They go, "What's he doing now?"
I had a friend in Miami that I don't know to what. I don't know if it was $2 million, but a guy I grew up with, and I remember he had an account that he closed, and he took money out, and then it just kept giving money. The same thing, like the machine just kept giving money. It wasn't $2 million degree, but they definitely took money. The machine just kept giving him money and just took it and stuff.
It turns out that you're in the right to do that. It's the bank's problem.
Yeah,
it seems like it.
Yeah, and that's
They've
what
been overdrafting fees for so long. I feel like we should be able to get some of it back.
Anyway, so old Milky Moore.
Because the podcast is kind of cool because it's Jim narrating, but then it's all the real people's voices.
Yeah, they're all talking. It's not like
cool.
me reading an audio book. I just go, and then Milky went off to prison. What happens next? Join us next week for another episode and see what shit Milky will get into next week.
Oh, that's dope.
It's a lot of that type of
Yeah, and
stuff.
you're like, and then Milky went, and then Milky comes in with his VO.
And then Milky went, I just sort of found this money and I didn't know what to do. And then Milky's mum, she wasn't happy. He was a good boy growing up, but then he went off the rails a bit, like this, right? Then Milky was in prison with this bloke. Oh, I was in there for 3 counts of assault, but Milky was all right, right? There's a lot of that, right?
Wait, now let me ask you something. There's a singer that I like, Milky Chance is his name.
Nothing to do with
I know, but he's Australian. What is Milky like a common nickname in Australia?
One of the things that he said was, so Milky Bars, which is made by Nestle, which is a white chocolate bar, they have the Milky Bar Kid, right? Put the Milky Bar Kid, right? So Milky, it was his nickname as a kid because he had blonde hair, but he told everyone he was the Milky Bar Kid, and that's where he got the money from. He looks a little bit like your nephew, the Milky Bar Kid, doesn't he?
Yeah, he
Alex,
does.
he does.
Put in Milky Chance though.
That's crazy.
But he's Australian too. Yeah.
But that's
that's a band.
It's like if you see a blonde kid. The Milky Bar Kid used to be like he was a cowboy all dressed in white. And he'd come into a saloon and there'd be all these kids dressed as cowboys like that. And they'd be eating like chocolate they don't go. And he'd go, the Milky Bars are on me. And then Milky Bars would go and they'd all be partying. And that was the Milky Bar Kid. And it was an ad campaign that went for years.
I didn't know because they're Australian too. For a second, I thought it was some Australian nickname or something.
So anyway, so that happened. Then I went and did a lot of press. I think Jack has the first one. Now, the first one was filmed in Jack's room with an earpiece on. It was on morning TV, the Today Show. By the way, we'll give a bit of a background on this. I couldn't see anyone. I just had an earpiece on. Literally, the delay was going on where you don't know. I wasn't well versed in what I was going to answer that day, so I'm a little bit stuttery. But also, my father watched it, and he rings me up straight afterwards. He didn't know I was going to be on TV. I just popped up, right? He's sitting at home.
I had no clue.
No, he had no
Wait, we
clue.
should wait to reveal what his first comment was.
No. I think we say it first because
Okay. Hold on a second. Your dad watches Queensland news?
no. This is national TV.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It was like the Today Show.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, it's Good Morning America or whatever,
Okay.
So anyway, my dad watches it. I'm on the entertainment section. My father rings me up. Now, I haven't seen this person, right? My dad's like this. Oh, the girl you talk to is very nice looking girl, buddy. No, nothing wrong with her. She's a nice little thing, she is. So let's see how she turns out to be.
The quality of this isn't great, FYI. but
I thought you hadn't seen it. You lied.
I said I started and turned it off.
He did pretty much what you'd expect. He ended up spending more than $2 million on partying, cars and art. His wild, outrageous and hilarious story is the subject of a new podcast. Aussie comic Jim Jeffries narrates the show and he joins us from LA. Hey Jim, good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Look at those posters.
Oh, thanks for having me.
No worries, mate. The fine people of Goulburn, do you reckon they're happy that maybe now they'll be better known for the tale of Milky Bar than for the big Merino?
Look, and the police academy, of course. Yeah, look, I think Milky Moore's a hero of sorts.
I couldn't really hear the
fought the
question.
big man and he won. You know, he became his own lawyer. $2 million is out spending it on strippers and partying and cars and all that type of stuff, and then he was proven to be correct.
It is just absolutely incredible. I still can't get past the fact, firstly, that there's a guy called
Hold on a second.
Milky Bar.
You were like in the room with him.
What?
You were
Oh
in the
yeah,
room
you
with
forgot to say you interviewed him.
I
in
interviewed
Australia.
him in
Yeah.
Australia. I interviewed him in
Oh,
Australia.
that's cool. That
That was a
a
separate. So we did all the VO.
that might be
here.
why they think it was your project, though. It did look like you were like you had some papers on your lap. Like
No,
that's
I
That's
did
like
it.
an
I
hour
did it
shoot.
like I did it like a Jim Jeffries interview where I went,
yeah.
right, what's the questions?
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know. I didn't prepare.
But what was her first comment? Would that be now they'll be happy
The
to know?
big merino. Australia has the big pineapple, the big banana, the big.
Oh, yeah.
Merino's a type of sheep. So they have a big sheep as you enter Goulburn.
Okay, now it's Milky Bar.
Right,
Now
okay,
Milky
the
Bar and the big sheep. Okay.
The big Milky.
And that he happened to come across all this money that he just spent.
His real name's Luke. He
Promoting
was
the
named Milky
podcast,
because
nice.
He looked like the Milky Bar
Got the
Kid
hat
because
on?
he had blonde hair. But I think he used that to cover up some of his activities by not using his actual name.
Wow. And so what would you do if you could withdraw an unlimited amount of money? What would you spend it on?
Look,
Strippers.
The same.
Look, I've done quite well in my career. I don't know. What are you asking? I can do that now. There'd be a lot of strippers and a lot of cars. And there'd be a lot I like how you mentioned that he bought art. I don't know what art he bought, but
Well, that
I know
sort
he
of
bought some
raises
like
the bar a
old
bit.
Michael Jordan jerseys and stuff like that. So I probably wouldn't be as artistic as Milky would be.
No. What is your favourite thing that he did when you were going through the list? Were you just like, oh, actually, that's not too bad?
Strippers.
So you have to hear it later.
Yeah.
When he bought the Aston Martin, because he could have bought a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or something, but he went the James Bond route, and I thought that was very classy of him.
That is very classy. And what is Milky up to now?
I didn't remember. Milky runs a web page where he's a lawyer now, and he's trying to fight people against the cops for when there's like.
Are you just making it up?
He's a lawyer for the people.
He's fighting the
He's
cops.
he's a lawyer for the people.
Yeah. He fights vampires with a samurai sword.
But that's the look of dread that came across your face.
You look shocked. Like,
I don't. Who's Milky?
All right, let's finish this off. Go on, I'm feeling. He was in prison reading law books. He's taking into action right now. He's a very interesting cat. I introduced him myself after we did the podcast.
Interviewed.
He's an interesting fella. I'd take him as my own lawyer.
And how can people listen to it?
Good ending.
How can people listen? Audible. Audible. Sorry, I said audible. Yeah, it's just look, people know how to download a podcast.
Thank you so much for joining us, mate. I just love your story so much.
I love Jim Jeffries. I'm completely and utterly fangirling Jimmy. It's Carlos and Ali here as well. Just love your
Because I couldn't.
Your face.
Am I still on the air?
Wait, back that up.
Hey, Jim.
Oh, g'day, Carlos. How you doing, mate?
I just love this story so
You
much.
still in the
I love
air?
Jim Jeffries. I'm completely and utterly fangirling Jimmy. It's Carlos and Ali here as well. Just love your work, big fella.
Hey, Jim.
Oh, g'day, Carlos. How you doing, mate? How you doing? Thanks for having me. Am I still in the air?
You've only got 10 seconds to go.
All right,
So
good,
don't
good,
swear. Everyone
I
was
just want
worried
to
you were
say
going to
hello
swear
to me
this
dad
morning.
in Sydney.
Say hello to your dad.
Oh, you're a bunch of... I'm not going to swear. I know how to do this for 10 more seconds, but 10 more seconds only, and then I'm letting it rip.
Letting what rip? Anyway, okay, thank you. And coming up in 10 minutes' time, we're talking to Jim's dad about what sort of a child he was. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Yeah.
I'm sure Gary was
Carlos.
like so stoked
was
about
fine.
that. That's a great interview. That was
was
so
awesome.
entertaining.
Yeah.
It really hurt my back.
I'll
Sitting here going like,
tell you what I did. I did 6 hours of press, probably played to a couple of million people,
Yeah.
and I got 5 followers.
Carlos was one of those. Or Carlo. I don't know. I think that was.
Yeah, but I didn't even know there was other people. You hear another voice all of a sudden.
Yeah,
It's Carlos.
you can't see anybody, right?
Yeah, I couldn't see anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
It was
looked
probably
so
like a
lost.
2-second delay or something.
yeah.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with her. Nothing wrong with her.
Give another interview.
So
What's this one?
Gary
The
called you
Studio
right away.
10.
Gary called you right away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He is one of the most outrageous and popular comedians to come
Outrageous.
from Australia. And Jim Jeffries is known for never holding back his opinions.
Thing about millennials.
It's just some of your stand-up.
Yeah.
You're the worst people that have ever lived. If you take more than 3 selfies a week, end it. End it.
16 degrees. Pretty cold there in Terry Hills.
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
That you think taking a photo of yourself isn't there's
That's
something
Celsius,
mentally
dude. Still,
wrong
though.
with it.
Yeah.
And it's not
That's
just
like
that's
50, 60
bad.
degrees,
That's
right?
bad as
Yeah.
it is. But the fact that when you take that photo, your
matter.
next thought is other people might want to see this.
And the very funny Jim Jeffries is now sharing an
switched it up here,
incredible
huh?
Aussie story.
Put it on the other
as
side
part
of the
a
room.
New podcast.
Yeah, they sent a camera crew for the first
Yeah.
interview.
There was an Australian bloke came over to the house, like,
oh,
and
really?
he was a nice fellow. We had a good laugh with him. He's like this. Oh yeah, I film things for the Australian news. I do this, school shootings, everything.
He thought he'd throw that in there.
No. He went through a whole list of stuff, but it's like this must be an easy day for him.
This is easy, yeah.
Australia now thinks you're a huge Grateful Dead fan.
Oh, yeah,
So-
yeah,
so-
Like Jim loves the Grateful Dead and he plays a lot of guitar.
yeah.
He's got the tiniest bed.
Yeah.
No, it's just because
His
it's
wife.
far away. It's because it's far away
It's
in the
because
background.
my house is massive.
The bed's fine.
Loves the Grateful Dead.
And he's joining us now this morning from LA. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
It's our pleasure to speak to you today. Come here, tell us about the story of Milky Moore and why he's such an Aussie character.
That guy. Irish?
Milky's a
Yeah.
young lad from Goulburn who went to his ATM and withdrew some money. And then he thought maybe I'll withdraw some more. His bank account was empty and they gave him more money. And he kept on doing this over and over again until he took out $2 million and spent that on prostitutes, fast cars, and sporting memorabilia. So
This
that's
is interview
pretty
number
Australian
5,
to
I
me.
think.
It's a rags to riches story of a Robin Hood-like character who stole from the rich and gave to the poor, but it just so happened that the poor was him.
Nailed it.
All right, I'm off to the
Some
races.
of the podcast and your interview with Milky.
I'm Jim Jeffries. Let me tell you the outrageous story of Milky Moore, an
Go to the
Australian
Bears.
legend who grew up
Give 'em what they
backwards,
want.
became outrageously rich and a bit of a bogan king until the law caught up with him.
There was no point, I don't think, where I thought, oh, geez, I'm
Yeah.
because I always thought.
I like that they believe
was
it with
in
money.
It's not going to be great that mum's going to, if she listens to it, hear some of the things that I've said or whatever.
Take it as someone who tells dirty jokes for a living. Sooner or later, your mum has to hear and you just have to move on.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Jim, have you ever, what would you do if you discovered millions of dollars
Yeah,
in
it's
your
the same
bank account?
question.
by
Yeah, it's
accident?
all the same.
I got money.
I
I would do exactly what Milky
Wait a second. Hold on a second. Let me check.
2 million. How about 4?
Go on a tear. It's not his fault. It was the bank's fault. They shouldn't have given him the money. you know, like he bought cars and he moved up to the Gold Coast where it's socially acceptable to act this way and no one noticed. If you do that in other towns in Australia, people would go, who's the bloke in the Aston Martin who shouldn't be having the Aston Martin? And I do like that he got an Aston Martin and not a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. A little level of class there that I really enjoyed.
The most definitely is. Yeah, unfortunately or fortunately, Milky ended up in jail. But what's he doing now?
Yeah. He's a lawyer now. He's he got a degree.
I'm not sure of that answer.
He's my lawyer. He said there was no
He's
case
my
for
lawyer.
him. He went out and studied, thought he did have a case, and now he's fighting for other people in similar situations.
That's crazy.
He's a degree he ever got.
He nailed that answer.
He's a hero, I tell you.
Now, you're no stranger to controversy, and when hosting the Kyle and Jackie O show last week, you said something about childbirth that Jackie didn't really love. So what did you actually say?
Look, I have a baby at home and I've had 2 kids and I've seen both of them being born, and childbirth, it does seem bad. If you get the epidural, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as back in the day when they just had to bite down on a stick or something.
This is morning TV.
To say that? I guess I'm not.
He was asked this question like 4 other times as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
of course I'm joking.
He got a boat too. It's a lot of artwork. I'm trying to see what he's doing now.
All right, let's finish off with this interview and move on to something. Very angry at me for saying it.
No, I understand. I understand exactly what you're saying.
She's like, I want to kill him.
I tell you, I've been on the toilet thinking this is worse than childbirth.
We'll see what happens.
Kids, it couldn't be that bad. Earlier this year, you spoke about plans to bring back the North Sydney Bears and put them in the NRL.
Yeah.
Is that still a dream of yours? That'd be awesome.
It's not just a dream. We're trying to do it at the moment. They won't be in North Sydney. I don't think the league wants another team in Sydney, but there's other cities that we're exploring. They won't be called the North Sydney Bears. They'll just be called the Bears. And I want to see the red and black back in the competition. The North Sydney Bears are everyone's second team. Everyone loves the Bears. And look, you need an 18th team. Who are you going to pick? You're going to have the Coffs Harbour, Wombats or something? You're not going to do that. Bring back the Bears, man.
All right, you're controversial. If you want them in Sydney, who would you ditch? What Sydney team would you ditch to make room for these?
I was about to say the Rabbitohs, but I don't want to piss Russell off too much to get into an argument with him.
You're awesome, mate.
No, we'll get rid of the Tigers. Get rid of them. Who supports them? Now I've pissed off. Hey, can you imagine how many pissed off Tigers fans I have? And imagine the Tigers fans who have given birth. Oh, they'll never come to one of my shows again.
You have no chance now.
There you go. Come here. The outrageous true story of Milky Moore is available now exclusively through Audible.
He runs a thing called ISuePolice.com.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's an Australia-wide, no-win, no-fee claims against police. We help victims of police abuse negotiate fair and reasonable settlements.
Yeah, but my brother's a cop, so I don't want to fucking say that either. So
okay, well,
no, I wouldn't want to say that in the interview. You can talk about it.
Yeah. But anyways, that's what it is. So that's what you're.
So you were kind of right in the first interview.
Yeah, I remembered bits and pieces.
Yeah, there you go.
But it's it is what it is. It's anyway. So that was my fun day yesterday. The Irish guy's married to her. They're husband and wife. And his normal co-host wasn't in, so she took over for a week and then just sold all the women up the river by going, childbirth's not that hard. I get what he's saying. But it's funny, we were talking about this, Forrest. Remember at the pub we were talking about with Dan Bacadol?
Yeah.
The secret to comedy at the moment is getting in trouble just a little bit. Yeah. Right? So Ricky Gervais mentions trans. It makes you more famous, all this type of stuff, right? So I'm
getting in trouble where you get some press. Like someone will say something, but you're not going to get
you can't get canceled.
Yeah, or not even canceled because that might not even be but you're just like you get some press, but no one's going to make a big stink about it. You know?
Yeah. So childbirth's one. We came up with a few other ones. I can't remember one more of them. What were
lesbians?
Oh yeah, lesbians are the best bakers.
They make really good cakes.
They make really good cakes. I've never met a lesbian who doesn't make a good cake. It's complimentary, but it is a stereotype.
Yeah.
I've never heard this before.
It was the Asians.
Asians stand a little close.
yeah.
Like when you're in Asia.
Yeah.
When you're in
No,
Asia.
even in America.
You said that, not me. When you're in Asia, the personal space area is a little closer than it is in the West.
Yeah, someone might get upset about that now.
But you travel there, it's noticeable.
But the point is somebody might get upset about this, but you're not going to get in trouble.
I will say, not a deal breaker, still your friend. It's just something I've noticed.
Just close talkers.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't irk me that much to ruin my day.
Yeah,
but it's noticeable.
Yeah,
gays.
I agree.
You had one for gays.
What was the one for gays?
They get up to stuff.
Oh yeah, when gay people, when you're out with them, if they always duck off for about an hour, and they're up to no good.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're going.
Yeah.
I have a gay friend. Whenever he's gone, like he goes, "I'm just going away for like 40 minutes," and you're like, "There's a room somewhere that's something that I haven't been told about."
Yeah, there's a secret. Oh, Armenians was the other one.
What was my one about?
Negotiations.
Oh, I don't trust them when it involves motor parts or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm a bit. Whenever they say my friend, I don't think they're being my friend.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was.
I had an Uber driver from Afghanistan. He was like, "I love America. I've never faced one piece of racism here ever. It's amazing, but never trust an Armenian." Whoa, this guy went from 0 to 60.
It's not that I don't trust.
There's no racism here.
I would gladly date an Armenian. I would have my sons date Armenians. I would
live in Glendale. I'm an Armenian.
I have Armenian friends.
We're in Glendale right now.
I have Armenian friends. I want to be very, very. I have no problem. I like the Kardashians. I think that Kim's doing a good job getting people out of prison. I'm all for Armenians.
She's like American Milky.
Except for when I need to buy something to that is of a negotiable price.
Well, just
anything for my house, my car, anything like that. I don't mind you in a shop when I'm buying myself a Twizzler. That's a set price, right?
Well, just so you know, if you don't live in LA, especially in this side of LA, most of the auto body shops it's just kind of like the Donut King that we saw. It's Cambodians. They run most of the independent donut shops. Most of the auto body shops this side of town are run by Armenians, like whether it's a Russian Armenian, Lebanese Armenian, whatever.
They all do this. Is insurance? Don't worry about it too.
They always ask you how much you're getting for insurance because then they'll work within those parameters.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what they always say. How much are you getting for insurance? You're
You go.
Why are you asking me? Like,
you go. I'll just pay for it. I'll just pay for it. And then they're like, get it on insurance and we'll give you the money for the deductible.
Yeah.
They'll give you the money. So you'll get cash back at the end of the thing.
Yeah, there's a thing.
And it's like I've done that deal with them, but they're up to no good.
Yeah. They always do a deal. And they say the thing, you're like, I don't know what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Something shady is going on.
There's
and there's 3 different languages because
insurance aerobics.
It's not always Armenian. So sometimes there's Armenian Russians, there's Lebanese Armenians, there's like different. So sometimes because there's like different languages within that's being spoken. It's very funny.
I tell you what, when you don't know what a stereotype is. So I hadn't been in America for very long, and I bought a house, my first house, right? And I was buying that, and it's a lovely neighborhood. But the realtor goes to me, they go, just so you know, just on the sly, the realtor said to me, there's a lot of Russians and Armenians who live around here.
Wait, and I realtor said that?
Yeah. And I didn't know what the stereotype was. And I was like, is that
bad?
That is good or
do
bad?
You like kebabs?
Because, and I was like this, I was looking at him like, and they're known for
baking.
And I lived there for 5 years. I still don't know what the problem was. I'm still not
the guy across the street owned a body shop.
Oh, I can't sell him up the river. He was all right. We're mates.
I know, but I'm just saying.
He owns a body shop. Yeah.
Bakers. They're good bakers.
I took them to an Armenian bakery last week.
Did you have that pizza, the lemonouge? It's like a savory pizza.
We had them do. They made kebabs. Just
man, those are good.
Amazing.
And the spinach pies, and then they have that good stuff. Go to an Armenian bakery if you're ever in LA.
So that's
number one stunner.
I don't know if that'll get us cancelled.
Nah,
but I think we're just in trouble. Just a little tiny bit, little bit of trouble.
Tiny bit.
Nah.
That might be my name in my new special. Little bit of trouble.
Number one stunner. I was at Jim's house. Remember, didn't you take a video of me selling sunglasses?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You have like a sunglass sales thing.
What happened? And most of these sunglasses are like $5 each, but
I know. It looks like you're selling them on the street. That's where I was going. I was going, hey, boss.
But
Chief, number one's done that.
My sister-in-law, my sister-in-law is very into Oh yeah, that'll get you cancelled.
That's not me. That's some guy.
I was like, wait, is this a YouTube video?
So my sister-in-law is in PR, and she sort of she does like events for shopping centers and stuff like that. So she's very good at making things aesthetically look nice. So she did a vegetable crudité for the birthday party.
It looked very nice.
That looked very nice, and all that stuff.
Oh, she did that?
Yeah, she did all that. No, we didn't have any. She just arranged all this stuff and made it look nice. And then she's arranging sunglasses and stuff like that.
She did that too?
Yeah, it's stuff that I see as pointless, but women find very aesthetically pleasing. My wife's loving it, so I'm not shitting on it, but I could do with it either way.
Sunglasses.
Either way for me.
But there's so many.
It's like 20 sunglasses.
It was like being on the streets in New York or something.
Yeah, it was like in what universe? I thought that they were like
there's only two
party gifts or something.
There's only 2 of those sunglasses I wear. The rest of them are all.
Yeah, I was like you were like on the streets in New York.
They weren't expensive sunglasses, but anyway. So that was that. We had a party. I want to tell the story, and we won't name names, and we won't say who it was or anything like that. But I'm going to give you a breakdown of what happened at this party.
I heard you needed me towards the end.
I want to give. Yes. Okay. We had people get a bit drunk. We had one of our friends.
Do you want to go back 8 years first?
Well, 8 years ago, Forrest was at my first child's first birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Forrest got blind drunk.
Top 5 or maybe 3 drunkenness.
Yeah, he vomited down the house, but there were other incidences that involved ringing people up the next day to apologize.
Yeah.
Nothing criminal, but just enough that
deserved an apology.
Yeah, enough days. Sorry, I'm normally not like that. Da, da, da.
Orlando was staying with me at the time. He had just moved to LA. He had to sleep in his car. He couldn't get in my house. I locked him out.
You passed out in your car.
Yeah. It was a bouncy house incident.
But also there was
you were the bouncy house problem.
No, there was other things, and there was also he delivered himself pizza, but he didn't get out of his car, so that was sitting there like pretty wasted. Didn't remember it. I had to remind him type of the night.
I sent Kate an email the next day.
Yeah, Kate had
apologetic.
Kate had to have an apologetic email. Yeah. But Kate rolls with the punches good, man. She's like a British person where she just like, you were wasted.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what happened. But it was topped. It was topped by another one of our friends. Yeah. And she got really drunk, and I think then she had, like, I don't drink, so I had an edible. She'd ask me, oh, you got any edibles? And I was like, yeah, sure. I'm not one to tell people to take legal substances or not. They're over there, you know. So she might have taken a handful of the bloody things. I don't know. Anyway, so we ordered all this Chipotle, right? There was two girls that were together, right? 2 girls that were together.
Trays and trays.
There was trays and trays.
Right.
Of
the
meat,
Chipotle
chicken,
team had to help me carry it into my car. There was so
salsa
much.
And corn.
And I had just
guacamole.
left. I'm normally the drunk girl whisperer, so this could have been avoided.
So me and my brother were like this. We're gonna have fucking Chipotle for days, man. We're gonna be eating tacos whenever we want. We just go to the fridge, grab a taco, off we go. Right. So anyway, she got wasted, and no one knew. She was sober, and then the little tipping point. And she walked up to the trays of food and started just grabbing chicken and rice with her hands and just shoveling, just grabbing 100% of chicken and eating the top 5% of it and then dumping the rest back in the tray. And then just like real like caveman.
Isn't she vegan too?
You didn't. There's nothing mattered. Nothing mattered. Right? Nothing mattered. Anyway, got super wasted and then fell over. And as she fell over, she grabbed the sour cream tray. Now this was a tray of sour cream. This was a liter of sour cream that was in this. Maybe
more, yeah.
Maybe 2 liters of sour cream.
A lot.
Right?
The crema, by the way. Yeah. Not just like thick sour cream like that.
That runny,
milky crema like sour. Yeah. Sour, yeah.
So she fell over, and as she fell over, she grabbed onto this tray. And that splattered all over. Now she was wearing a white dress, covered head to toe in sour cream. I'm fucking on 30 milligrams of weed. I'm baked as
That's
fuck.
a white dress, so you can't even see all
White
of
dress,
it.
can't even see.
I had left, but I went to another party, a friend of ours, like going away party. So I was gone. I actually was anticipating coming back to eat some Chipotle as well. I was excited to have some Chipotle.
Anyway, so she falls over. There's sour cream over the floor. I find it hilarious. I'm high. Jack and my brother are still getting into me because I didn't help clean in, but I helped.
No, because you're off to the side going, this is gold. This is gold.
I am not I am American, but I'm not American born. I see wasted people as this is a fun story.
No, you're right. No, you're right.
You can say what you want about me, but I do not judge the wasted.
Yeah.
No. That's not what the issue is. The issue is you're pointing and laughing, and then Scott and the rest of us are all cleaning up, and you're just pointing and laughing and not doing anything.
That's good. Did you all enjoy the Chipotle? Because I fucking paid for it.
I was going to say, that's what you get.
So that's what you get, right? Right? It wasn't, I didn't fall in the fucking thing and then laugh at the mess on the ground. I went over to help the girl out. So I didn't do nothing. I went up to her and said, hey, how you doing? And she put her arm around me and she went, I'm doing great. Right? Chipotle all over. I didn't know the Chipotle was on the dress. She goes, I'm doing great. And I go, hey, I want to sit with you. Come and sit down. Okay. And I flopped her in. I have this like sort of Danish looking chair, this wooden chair. It's quite expensive. I flopped her into it, not knowing she's wearing a white dress. A balloon of sour cream exploded as I put it. Sour cream all over the fucking thing. We have to flip all the covers, flip them all.
Yeah, it was like in Lord of the Rings because you kept finding it.
Yeah,
the Uruk-hai, the orcs had that white hand print and everything.
You kept finding white butt prints all over the house.
It was just like hands.
Right. So I flipped her into the chair and I looked at her and I went, "Do you want another drink?" And she went, "Love one." And I went, "You're not getting one." And then I was laughing like, this is hysterical. It's funny, right? And so my wife's like, get him an Uber. And I said, I'm not getting a fucking Uber for a girl coming.
Yeah, they're going to ruin my rating.
I had an ex-girlfriend fuck my rating up with a dog pissed in there, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting at a 4.4. I've had to work back up from a 4.1 for problems that aren't my own.
Yeah.
One star review fucks you on Uber, right? So
my first Uber ride was a 1-star review.
Yeah.
They just messed it up.
Yeah. It fucks you for a long time.
What'd you do?
Literally, I just went to the airport. I did nothing.
Okay.
The guy just
farted.
Yeah, but he thought that Jack was fancy with his plane travel.
Southwest.
Anyway, so get him in it. So an Uber shows up from their own account, says no. Another Uber says, I'm not taking you. Then our friend Jason John Whitehead, who incidentally is the nicest man in the world. There isn't a mean bone in his body, right?
Yeah.
Nicest bloke in the world. He gets into the Uber and then they go, he goes, I'll take him home, right? Bloody gets in the Uber. So we've pushed him off onto Jason. So Jason gets in the fucking car and he's texting me the whole time. What's their address, man? Where do they live, man? They're passed out in the car. I can't get any information from them. What's their address?
Meanwhile, he's got gout.
But you're not seeing the texts, right?
I haven't turned my phone on. I got like 20 missed messages. I'm laughing about the sour cream.
That's right. And Kelly usually he has gout.
Yeah.
We think he has gout. He thinks he has gout.
That was the best part about the gout thing is we're like, you should go to the doctor. He's like, I don't want my insurance prices to go up. We're like, if you're not a car.
Yeah, he thinks he'll lose his non-deductible.
He goes, next year it's going up. He's like, you got too many accidents.
Yeah, I got to get my 10-year no claim bonus.
Nobody's gotten it looked at. I'm gonna send him a text
He
right
did.
now.
He was at the urgent care yesterday.
Yeah, I sent him a message. I heard that tart cherry juice helps with gout, so I messaged him. He's like, "Oh, I've been drinking cherry juice."
Does he have gout?
I don't know. He didn't tell me.
Okay.
Anyway, so he has to carry both of them up to his room because he doesn't know the address and they've passed out.
And he has gout. So he's on his gout foot. He's carrying these two.
And he's got a pretty small
The whole
apartment.
time,
second floor.
The whole time I've got these texts. Fuck these people, man. I've had to fuck these people like this, right? They wake up in his apartment and like, what the fuck are we doing in this guy's apartment?
Because you don't even have an extra room.
No, he lives in a studio.
No, but you don't. Like usually.
No, I got family there.
You got family. The baby has.
I'm not. They're not sleeping in my house again.
JJ's got a studio, so
No, you go home.
They wake up, organs harvested. They're like, what the fuck?
And they're like, "What are we doing here?" And so he's like, "I've got him an Uber. I'm staring at the window." He's ringing me up. I'm staring at the window. Fuck them, man. I carried them upstairs, man. And then he's like this. They're in the car. I have wiped my hands of this situation. So 1-year-old's birthday party.
Yeah. I was earlier in the day, I was watching them and I was like, wow, they are really refilling those wine glasses quickly. I already knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
But it was a fun time.
But I always hear 1-year-old's birthday parties kind of always go down that path.
Well, yeah. Well, I thought
with our group of friends.
I didn't even know if Jim was ever going to have another kid. He did, and thank goodness someone took the trophy from me at another 1-year-old's birthday.
Your legacy.
I was saying
the trophy. I was
this performance was so bad that they won't remember Forrest in the annals of history.
Yeah.
He won't remember who came second to Jesse Owens. No one knows. Probably a great athlete. Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I would always be in the record books, and I won't be anymore now.
It's kind of a bummer for you.
I know.
You're gonna have to pick it up at the next party.
Yeah. I can't.
I want to see you super wasted. I don't think I ever have.
There's no great record for a 2-year-old's birthday party.
I just don't really drink like that anymore.
Yeah.
You know, because the repercussions are too much for me now.
Too many phone calls.
Oh, no.
Mushrooms. You see me on mushrooms.
Yeah, I love you on mushrooms.
Anyway, so she rang out the next day. She rang out the next day and she just goes, she said, "Oh, we were super drunk." She goes, "I don't remember anything from last night." And my wife writes back, because it's her friend. My wife writes back, "Oh, no problem. I'm glad you had fun." And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I get reminded of every stupid thing I've done throughout my entire life daily by my wife. Gets reminded. And this is protected from.
Well, it's kind of like a guarantee that that's going to happen. Anytime I've been at your house with, it's always, they love to drink.
There's always a tail.
They're really fun. So it's
now, Jim was saying that you wish you were there, because you said you're very stern but fair with them.
Well, it's like I will make them think that what I want them to do is their idea, and that's
how do you do that?
I don't know. I truly don't know.
It's like I said, you want to come and sit with me? Yeah, dude.
yeah. They both came up to me multiple times asking if I had a cigarette. I'm like, oh, no,
same.
sorry, I don't smoke cigarettes. And
right. And
then 5 minutes later, Kelly, do you have a cigarette?
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
As she was covered in sour cream, she was going, "Do you have a cigarette?" I'm like, "You're not getting anything."
All right, you might be giving away too much.
No.
So that
like
was
enough details for
right,
giving away.
What game you got, Jack? And we'll wrap this up with the game.
Kelly brought this game called "Who's the Silly Goose?"
Yeah. What's the premise?
The premise is there's these cards on it, so it'll be like this person. You like will pick who gets this. So pours a glass of rosé and orders everything from Sky Mall catalog.
It's like a superlative game, like most likely to fucking whatever.
So I'll read that, and we'll all kind of like voice our opinion. Oh, I think Jim flies so much, but he doesn't drink, so I don't know. I guess Kelly would probably drink rosé and order something crazy from a Sky Mall.
Women drink wine. Women go shopping. Kelly.
And we just say who we think it'll be.
You kind of argue your case because you don't want to get the card.
I get it.
If you get 7 cards, you lose.
I get it.
So you're the judge on this one.
All right.
You're the judge, but we'll all say our opinions to help sway
This
you.
person drinks out of mason jars.
I think that would be Jack.
It's me. I do have mason jars here.
Yeah, I have mason jars I just drink water out of.
Yeah, I don't even know what a mason jar is.
But Jack feels trendy.
I guess I get that
trendy in
one.
the sense that
Here, give it to Forrest. It's Forrest's turn.
It's just
Like
read
far.
Yeah, I can just read them.
Yeah,
I can be it. I can be it. It doesn't matter who reads.
Okay.
This person has never done drugs, but always says food is like crack.
It would have to be Jack because we've all done a bunch of drugs.
I'm the judge.
Yeah, you're the judge.
Yeah, this is Jack.
This is Jack for
God,
sure.
I'm suck at this game.
This is fun.
Who doesn't do drugs?
This person guilt friends into helping them move and pays them with Little Caesars hot and ready pizza.
That's Forrest all day.
Oh yeah, didn't you just
because I just helped you move.
What'd you help me move?
From your house?
What'd you help me move?
I moved all this
Although
junk into
when
your
I moved
storage.
into my house, I had
Yeah, but my foot was hurt.
Luis
Yeah, but
and
you still
Jack come
asked me
over.
to help
Did you give
move.
him pizza?
No, didn't I pay you money?
No, but you were offering to buy me food in some way
That's
or
the
another.
closest for us. You have to take
My
something.
foot was injured.
I know.
Yeah, but
I
no
know.
one else has helped. No one else has asked me to help
I
him
know,
move here.
Yeah, I don't make people move.
I don't make either. I paid movers.
I was there. You remember I was there?
This is
Wait,
a
what
fun
did you- what
game.
did you
Fun
move?
game. Fun game.
What are you talking about? The dude was killed in front of your
Forrest,
place, and I came and helped move
Forrest,
candles.
it doesn't
and
matter what
stuff.
your opinion is. The voters come
I
down.
just didn't remember you moving. No, I gave you stuff that you kept.
Hey,
I still came to your help, and I remember I helped move.
Silly goose cut.
No, I was just curious what you
Remember,
moved.
I was with the Task Rabbit guy. I helped him move stuff into the truck, and then
Oh,
we
yeah,
all
I
went to the
remember.
storage unit and unpacked it and put it
I
in.
paid that guy. I don't know.
This person never
remember.
accepts when they're the silly
You don't
goose about the
remember me
moving
helping
truck.
Forrest.
Oh, okay. This person,
There you go.
sorry, sorry, but the beginner, I can't read what it says.
Sorry, but the Patagonia chinchilla pullover stays on during sex.
No, that's a stupid
Yeah,
one.
that's a dumb.
Piss that off. This person yells, "I'm just cooking. Calm down!" at the smoke detector.
Jim.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
take that.
I can imagine that.
Yeah, I'll take that
I'm
one.
just cooking. Calm down.
Oh, fucking one of these fucking things. Yeah. Okay. All right. This person goes for a drive and just slowly drives down Main Street with the windows down.
Oh, that could be me for sure.
Could be me. I like to be seen in
I
my
do
car.
that. I just drive around a lot too.
Yeah.
That one. We'll give to Kelly so she gets a silly goose code. Silly goose.
Oh my god!
Oh.
I am a silly. I almost took my head off.
You'll get a paper cut in this game.
I have a car that's over there. I already get that.
All
Yeah,
right.
take it then.
I won't get this one. Right. This person lays their clothes down the night before to
That's Jack.
ensure a smooth and efficient morning.
100%
Yeah,
Jack.
that's me. I do that. Yeah,
Wait,
that's
Jack
me.
actually does
You
that.
lay them all out?
Sometimes, if I know I'm getting up in the morning, I'm just-
Underwear, socks, everything?
Yeah, why not the whole outfit?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
This isn't a bad quality.
Oh, do you
This
lay, do you
person,
lay it out like what in order you're going to put it on your body?
No, just like hanging on a chair.
Oh, okay.
this is a good quality, I think. This person returns a Tupperware to their friends they left 3 years ago.
Ooh, that probably is me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll clean it and give it back.
Lucky you got your glasses on.
Well,
Oh,
Oh
okay.
God,
We'll pick him up. We'll pick him up. You'll pick him up. Jack.
I'll pick him up. Don't worry.
I got you.
You paid for it, so I'll pick it up.
This person says,
I'll give you some pizza.
this person says hubby, wifey, and hubs. I'm married, so I'll take that one.
Yeah. No,
Sure.
not
I don't
hubs.
say wifey.
Not
I don't
me.
like wifey.
I say it. I'm like,
Hubs,
I say, what's up, Hubs?
Hubs and Shaw.
Hubba dubba dubba gum.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah, get that out of here.
Sounds dirt.
That one's stupid. You know what it is, and it's dumb.
Bad card.
This person is ready for a nice little Sunday.
Jack.
No,
I don't know. It just sounds like something you'd say.
A nice little
I've
Sunday.
never had a
Hold
nice
on.
little Sunday.
That sounds like you'd be like, I got some cheese.
Sundays
Who,
are the
me?
Sunday's
You
the
think
worst.
I wake up and I'm like, I'm ready for a nice little Sunday. I don't
You-
even
no-
know what day it is half
no-
the time.
Maybe it's Luis.
Nobody with kids has a
I was
nice
like, wait,
little
is this-
Sunday.
Oh, yeah,
is
Luis
Luis playing?
It's Luis. He's always ready for a nice little Sunday.
Yeah.
Nice little Sunday.
Ice cream Sunday. Am I right?
Got him.
Yeah, boom.
This person revs their truck engine at stoplights.
Oh, that's Louise.
Luis.
That Luis.
Yeah, but it's not a.
But I have
Well,
the
yeah,
most. I have
it's
the
just-
most.
it's not a truck, it's a car, so that'll stay running.
Well, how did I
Yeah.
This person likes smoked cocktails, stouts, and nice hoppy IPAs.
Ugh.
Craft beers.
Ugh,
Yeah.
God.
Who's a craft beer person? Not me.
Dave Williamson.
Is this
Not
Luis
even here.
again?
Yeah.
Luis, do you like stouts?
I love stouts.
Do you like
actually.
smoky drinks?
Yep.
There you go.
Okay. I'm going to stop throwing them. I
He's in
thought
the lead.
I had that
Quick,
one
he
good throw. I can't do it.
He wasn't even playing at the beginning. He's in the lead.
Yeah.
He's no, you lose. It's the big loser. If you
This,
get to say.
this
Yeah.
person becomes a silly goose after one sip of silly goose juice.
Andrew Wanduck, but he's not
Yeah,
here.
it is one time.
Yeah.
I get very happy when I drink.
You're silly goose.
I'm a silly goose when
After
I
one
drink.
drink, though.
No, but I think probably more than anybody here, I get.
this is your
I get. I
Doesn't
can be
matter.
very slap happy.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay, this person spends their whole workday circling back, following up, and touching base.
Oh, that's either Jack
Hand it
or
over.
me.
Thanks.
Touching base.
Dude, touch base all day.
Just circling back on this.
This person, now I think this is, I know this group. We'll have to fight for this one.
Oh,
Good.
This person never says stop when the Olive Garden waiter starts grating cheese on their pasta.
That's definitely me.
I'm like, what do we got, a fucking shortage?
Yeah, I did anytime. Actually, a couple weeks ago, I got pasta and I was with Scott, and Scott hates cheese, and I just did it. I had him keep
Just to
going
piss
just
him
to make
off?
him uncomfortable. He's
That's
like,
awesome.
"Oh, gross."
That one's a communal card.
Yeah, we all get
I'll
that one.
fight.
I
We all
forgot
get
he
that
hates
one.
cheese.
What?
I forgot he hates
Yeah,
cheese.
I used to put
Yet I'm still friends with
Parmesan
him
packets
somehow.
in his desk when he worked at Tosh.0. Every time I went there, I would just put Parmesan.
This
That's awesome.
person,
That's awesome.
person thinks they're too good to have their wedding reception at Applebee's.
Me. Everybody.
Me.
I hope everybody
Yeah.
here.
Oh, so you're too good for Applebee's
Oh,
now?
yeah, you love Applebee's.
I'm too good to have my lunch at Applebee's.
Yeah. This podcast is too good to even mention that.
Why are we giving Applebee's free advertisement right
Jeez,
now?
yeah, what? How much did they pay this game to mention that? It's disgusting.
This is this.
This is
This is this one. This is this one.
How many cards do you have, Jack?
This is this one.
F4.
This is this one.
No.
This person hears Led Zeppelin and says, I was born in the wrong generation.
Yeah.
yeah.
Holy shit. This game was made for Jack.
This guy's called Jack Hackett.
That guy.
Reading the rules now.
It says everyone says who in the group deserves the card and why. You do not want to be tagged with the card because that means you're turning into your parents.
Wow.
Shit, yeah, you are.
This
turning into
person
them?
buys a
Guess so.
house and posts a photo with the caption, "We did a thing."
Oh God. Not me for sure.
Well, me and
You
Forrest.
don't post. But if you like bought a house,
Forrest doesn't
I
brag.
think, I think Luis would do it.
I've never
We're not-
posted my house.
yes.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Luis would do
First
that.
trap. Oh, wow.
That one hurt, actually. That's
That's
four,
right.
four for Luis.
Old thirst trap. He bloody if he can brag on the interweb, he does.
Yeah. I got blonde tips. We did a thing.
Exactly.
You guys are all blocked.
Went to the gym
I
once. We did a
don't
thing.
even know what this one means. This one is the silliest goose in the whole pond. Go away. Get out of here.
Because it's a silly goose
Stupid.
game.
That was one of the writers go, I gotta get to work.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Hit quota.
Yeah.
I hope there wasn't multiple writers.
That girl's meeting me at the bar. This girl, this silly goose orders a mango bing bong drink.
That's Luis. You don't have to
from
finish it.
Starbucks. A mango bing bong.
yeah.
That's
yeah,
Luis.
that's
all day.
Luis.
Yeah. You just mango bing bong, whatever they say. Yeah. It's how many you have to leave? 5 or 6?
All right.
5 or 6.
We'll say 5. We'll say it's 5.
This person's
So we're tied.
personality is their Weber's grill. It's got a good one.
Oh.
Doesn't really fit us. We're not grilling people.
I guess
Mm,
I'd be like,
I
you're
don't know.
the closest, I guess,
No, I
because
don't-
maybe you cook outside.
I used to grill once and just gave it to Luis, basically.
It's Luis.
No, I don't think it's anybody.
No, these ones are just okay. This person is better than you because they have an air fryer. I have an
Me?
air
Kelly.
Kelly.
That's me.
Kelly.
fryer.
Yeah.
Kelly card.
You use
Keep
the air
count.
fryer a
Keep
lot?
count.
Yeah,
Oh
keep
yeah,
count.
I use my air fryer every day.
Really good.
I love it.
Oh, you think you're better than
So
us?
great.
And you're too good for Applebee's, huh?
Oh, this
Yeah,
person
yeah.
is the person who brings the snacks to soccer practice. Not me.
Not me.
I put up such a fuck you sort of attitude in the world that they've in 3 years of Little League they've never asked me to bring the snacks.
I like that guy's.
It's
not
like
bringing it.
I've got like you know fucking arguments ready to go on why I shouldn't bring them, excuses,
Yeah.
but they've never.
I feel
asked
like
me.
Luis would bring snacks
I
for
just
himself.
feel like they think that I'll bring a chocolate bar and a bag of cigarettes,
Yeah.
cigarette butts.
I'm probably the most
Vegemite.
likely to bring food for other people.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think it would be you, Kelly, if anybody.
All right, this person when their friend walks into a bar says, "Looks like they'll let anyone in here," or "Here comes trouble."
That's you.
That's you.
100%.
Was there a picture of you on it too?
All I do a lot of that. Fuck me, they must have removed the restrictions on this place.
Yeah, you said to my friend in Vegas, like who invited the scientist because he said men are horny or something like that. He told me about it. He's like, Jim roasted me so hard.
There was something that
we're talking about your social media, like all the crazy comments you get. I'm like, God, I don't know why people do that. And the guy goes, probably because guys are horny. And then there's like just like silence for a bit, and then he pipes in.
Yeah. I go, who brought the scientist in? he hadn't said anything yet. That was the first sentence. Probably because men are horny.
He was dying laughing about it.
My new thing I do with my brother now, and I do it a bit with other people like this. My brother tells a mundane story, and when he gets halfway through, I go, stop. I go, stop. I want to see the movie. And he irritates him. Don't ruin it for me. Well, you went to the shop. I already know too much.
That's the one that me and Al Jackson, one of us would do it to each other. If we're always going to be like, all right, you want to call the Huffington Post? I'll call the AP. We stop each other.
Oh, no, I do that one as well. Like my brother will be telling a boring story, then I'll go up and I'll look through the blinds. What are you doing? Just checking there's no reporters outside. It's a fun gag. There's like 15 different routes to do it.
Stop. I want to see the movie.
It was funny just when he said stop. Just stop.
My brother's ever telling a story, I go, stop.
I thought that was the whole thing, and I thought that was hilarious.
Hard stop.
Yeah, or there's the other one you go, stop. Who do you want to have play you in this film? Because I think we'll be able to get anyone.
This is going to be a bidding war.
Okay, that's boring.
All right, I think we got it. Next card wins.
All right, next card. I'm gonna do a quick 3 cards.
Nice.
Right,
Okay.
ready to go. This person has a crippling addiction to throw pillows. That's
Jack.
Is that a real one?
Yeah.
It's Jack for sure.
I guess it's me.
It's not me. I hate these things.
It's not. I only like them right now because they're keeping my back sturdy.
God, I
This
burn these all up.
this one I'll take already. You know, this person says, you know what? It's a special occasion. Bring us the dessert menus.
Also hand it to me.
Yeah.
I do this one with desserts. I go to restaurants like that.
Via your mom. Yeah.
This is my joke I do with waiters. I do this every time I'm high in a restaurant like this. I finish the meal and then I go, oh, I'm bloody full. I couldn't eat another bite. And they go, oh, so no dessert menus? No, dessert menus. Then I get all angry because I haven't got the dessert menu. This person says, oh my God, I couldn't tell if those were fireworks or gunshots. You know, that person that makes
Citizen app? I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's all of us nowadays.
I mean, that's just like everyone when they first moved to LA.
Final question. No, boring. I'll get us a good one.
This is a good game for boring people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is fun.
I mean, look at the picture on the front. That guy is a fucking.
So
That's a silly goose.
My
annoying.
My friend sent it to me because there was a post on Instagram, and I was like, okay, I'll buy it. So I go to Amazon, buy it, and I bought one, and a crate of them showed up.
This one.
You need to buy one. Kelly's on them cheap.
This person's irritating. This person says, see you next year on New Year's Eve.
That makes me so angry.
Wow. Jack's handling out his hands.
I'm not going to even pretend
Jack's
I
holding
don't
out
do
his
it.
Jack
hands,
is the
Jim.
silliest goose.
Yeah. And
Silliest goose goes to Jack in a silliest goose game.
Of course
I'm not
it is anyways,
surprised.
because
And I'll tell you who isn't a silly goose, you for paying for this Patreon. To all your friends who are silly gooses who don't pay for the Patreon, tell them, pay for the Patreon. And come
You
to
silly
me
goose.
shows, go to jimjeffries.com, coming to a town near you, unless your town is somewhere in Eastern Europe. Then I'm not coming.
goodbye.
Good night, Australia.